Hello and welcome to today's daily message. We're going to go through the inspirational and motivational message for today for the next 24 hours. We are also going to go through the lesson that you can learn for the next 24 hours, okay? So I'm going to pull from 3 different decks that contain different messages, like positive affirmation style messages, but I am clairaudient. I do get different types of channeled messages, so as those messages come out, I will just be expressing those to you as they come out. And when they come out, I do tend to see them in more of a symbolic way as opposed to literal. Hi AJ, good morning. and so today we're going to go ahead and go through what's going to happen in the next 24 hours, what's going to be the lesson, what's going to be the motivation, what's going to be the inspiration you can carry with you throughout your day. Okay. And this is a timeless. That means that whenever you find this video, that's when it's meant for you, for your next 24 hours, okay? And I do this live every day at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my Facebook page, Jeya Reader. All right, let's get started. So today, I feel I want to say like insta relief with you guys. Insta relief, like some kind of, it could be something that happens in a snap. Whether you're videoing or taking a picture, because I'm seeing the Instagram icon in my vision, but it's not talking about Instagram. It's talking about instant things happening. And when I see them happening, it's like, it's happening in a snap. Very symbolic of snap. Things happening in a snap. Having things happen in a snap. You're getting things done fast today. There's a speediness to it today. Okay. So the motivation manifesto, our motivation for today is: how many times have we caused ourselves pain? This is the 3rd time this comes up. How is this? Who is watching over and over again with the same message? All of us. It's everybody's energy collectively. Okay, so I'll read it again. Yeah, I'm not even going to read it again. You already know. Well, what if this is someone's first time watching it? This is the first time they hear it then. I can't be so selfish. Okay, I'll still read it. But I'm pulling another one because this is the same one as the last 2 days. And you see, I shuffle. How many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think? How would my best self view and respond to this situation? So we have a lot of nice souls, my beautiful souls, my beautiful people, my beautiful friends, my beautiful loves. Okay, it's the only thing I can tell you. I have told you twice already. Whoever this is for, you know who this is for. You know who you are, because this is not the first time. It's not the first offense. That's what they said yesterday. That was funny. That was so funny. Offense. Now I see why they're saying offense, because it's going to keep coming up as long as this is a problem for someone. So there's someone watching this that actively needs to hear that how many times have we caused ourselves pain because we failed to pause and think, how would my best self view and respond to this situation? This is talking about repetition It's a lesson you're not accepting. It's not a lesson you don't get. It's a lesson you are not accepting. So there's a difference between you're not accepting a lesson versus there's a lesson that you don't understand. So that's where it's like, okay, so somebody has been struggling with that, because this is the third day that this is coming out. And I shuffle. You guys see me shuffle. So somebody's really struggling with it. It's okay. It's okay. I see somebody at a counter, you know, like at kind of like a car dealership or like something like that. Like somebody at a counter of a business. Somebody at the counter of a business. And it's like they're talking about the paperwork of a business. Like, I could just see the documents being handed over a counter, and I could see that there's a bunch of lines on the documents, but I can't read the lines. Okay. This is tying to this one. This is tying to this one. You haven't been reading these lines. You haven't been listening to this message. Whoever it is that this keeps popping up for. It's a repetitive message of a lesson. Okay, for the rest of us who came here for the rest of it, we have here, let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. Some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide nor minimize ourselves any longer. This is about taking power. I want to say taking power into pride, or taking power into pride. It's taking power into pride makes sense, because if you put your power, because I'm hearing taking power into pride, and I know it doesn't make sense if you just say it, but I feel it, and I know it's taking the power, your self-willpower, and turning that into something to be proud of. Not taking it into something that it's like pride and ego. It's pride and will. Your will to do something. Your will to do something good. Like that. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the Louise Hay. Hi, Rakesh. Okay, so now we're going to get into the positive power thought cards for today. This is the first time I wear this. I don't know how to wear this right. Like, I wore it, and I don't know if I'm wearing it right. I don't know. I don't know if it's right. Look at this. I think this is the way it's supposed to go. I could be wrong. I don't know. This is the way I'm going to wear it right now. So here we go. This is fine detail at documents, on words. I feel like it's paperwork. I can almost smell the paperwork. Some of you guys may be going through some legalities. Yeah, there's a sternness with the paperwork. So right here we have, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. I see a man, and his hairline is sticking out to me. And the hairline hear edge, edge. It's like the edge. His head is looking down. Again, table. I don't know why I always see tables, but I'm seeing the table. And while he's looking down, I noticed that, and it's talking about having the mental edge to something. It's a creative edge. It's a strategy for business. And I feel like you're going to get, like, if you don't have it, I feel like a lot of you guys already came up with it. So you guys are, like, pretty cool right now. Like, oh, yeah, I already know what I'm going to do. Like, this is my plan. But if you're not in that situation and you're watching this, I would suggest that when you become at peace, like when you put yourself in a situation where you can feel a lot more ease, it doesn't have to be like you have to fix A, B, C, D before you get the rest of this done. It's more of like if you go out for a walk, or you go out to, you just go for a drive. You could just do something simple, and that simple thing will bring you peace. And in that peace, you'll get your strategy. You'll get your creative edge. It's like that. It's like this edge. But it's a mental edge. It's not like being pushed over the edge or anything like that. It's like more of like a mental edge to get this edge, a creative edge on some kind of project or endeavor, or pursuing, like whatever you're pursuing, to have that creative edge. To get that detail. I'm hearing the detail. To get the details. Get the details. And this ties into let us not hope for mere chance to change our story. Let us summon the courage to change it ourselves. This is about taking things into your own hands. Hi, good morning. This is about taking things into your own hands today. Get your creative edge. Now, those of you that how many times have we caused ourselves pain? Those of you who this applies to, this is talking about that repetitive pattern being you put it at peace, and then you can move forward with the next lesson. Because we're going to have lessons all throughout our lives. You cannot avoid a lesson. That's just the way life is. Like, that's the way life is. But you grow from them. If you want to be fulfilled, I'm not saying happy, I'm not saying angry, I'm not saying mad, fulfilled. If you want to be fulfilled, you want to have a fulfilling life, take the lesson. Fulfillment. I see. It's like, this is showing me two things. I'm seeing a jacuzzi. Hot water. In Mexico, there's this saying. There's this saying that says, aguas, aguas, okay? Aguas. And aguas is like water, water, water. Like, but if somebody tells you aguas, then you know, like, oh no, something's gonna happen. Oh no, what's gonna happen? It's like a warning. And but it means water in English, but in Spanish it means like, if you say it in that context, it means like a warning. Because they say like aguas, like aguas, 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 like it's hot water, like you don't want to get into the, like this season, hot water, like like aguas calientes. And so I feel like there's something that's coming to a boil, something that's coming to, I want to say coming to a head. Maybe a hothead, someone around you It could be you being in hot water over something. Something about hot water. This, to me, is very symbolic of the, I'll just say it. It's trouble. It could be trouble. Somebody who gets in trouble. Somebody who's in trouble. Hot water. Because I'm looking at the jacuzzi, and the jacuzzi isn't looking, it looks inviting, but it looks too hot. And so it's reminding me of like there's a situation that may be coming to a heated discussion or a heated argument, or maybe making you feel inflamed inside, make you feel a little upset inside. So water is our emotions. Today's lesson is the root chakra. Okay, now, when I was seeing the water and I was seeing the hot water, it was hard for me to really focus on the jacuzzi, because I could just see this like a bubbly thing, and I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but it looked kind of like a light, but it didn't feel like light. It just looked like light. And then, and it reminds me of the bottom of this root, of this tree, bottom of the tree, where the roots are. And it says root chakra. This is talking about, I feel like it's a lot of, what kind of foundation are we doing? That's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. Today, this very message came to me earlier in the day, twice. Not with the cards, just came to me, and I was like, oh, and I didn't pay much mind to it. I just sort of, kept it in my back pocket, knew that the message was there. Happens often where I just keep the message. When it's useful, I'll look at it. Always keep it in mind. And now I'm seeing it again, third time. So it's talking about foundations. This is talking about what kind of foundation are you making for yourself. Now, a lot of people are under a lot of stress, okay? So there's going to be some people who are making businesses because they were in this certain field for a very long time. They find that they're unhappy. It's failing. Every field is pretty much, falling apart. All the old is falling apart. So they're like, okay, now that we're all having a new run, I can follow my passion. So we have a lot of people following their passion. That's great. But we also have some people that it's like they're starting businesses on foundations. I want to say foundations of stress. It's like foundations that are like the old ways, like where people were just looking at money and stuff like that. So like I feel like that's where some people are looking. And so this is really speaking about what are you pouring into? What kind of foundation are you laying out for yourself? What kind of tree do you want? You don't want to build a tree that isn't going to survive in the new climate. You don't want to build a tree. You don't want to build a foundation that won't survive in this economy. You have to take into consideration the new economy. That's what this is talking about. So if you're starting a business, please keep in mind that people are doing things online now. Please keep in mind that there's different types of mindsets happening, different shifts happening. Be considerate of others, because as you're considerate of how the world is changing, you can build a solid foundation. You can't build a solid foundation with previous thought patterns from before any lockdown or anything. Like, it's never going to be the same. It could be similar, but it will never be the same, because now there's more people on the internet. Now there's more companies that have gone down. Now there's, so different things have already occurred, that this is already in existent, that there's a new way of doing business, new way of this economy, new way of everybody, working together. So I'm feeling like, a lot of you guys just make sure. See, now this, how many times have we caused ourselves pain? Okay? You're not repeating a business that didn't succeed before. If a business didn't succeed before, look at all of the reasons, not just one, because usually a business ain't going to fall apart from one reason. It'll fall apart from many reasons. Wouldn't be just a crisis happening, then the crisis would imply that, it would imply more to it, however fast a business would fall or something like that, right? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I was raised on those words. Yeah. Wise words. I was told that when I was a kid. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, when I was bullied. And I felt like, okay, I could be okay. I could be okay. I'm okay. This new economy is giving everyone the same opportunity. It's unique, because you have the same opportunity as I do, and you can be in any part of the world right now. But what kind of foundation are you making for it, okay? Be very mindful of how you see this growing. So you wouldn't want to build something so large, so quick, and then it falls. Or you don't want to build something and then you're building it on solid foundation. Because right now is the time for the foundation. It's foundation time right now. And if you have to rebuild the foundation, redo it right now. Redo it right now. Like, right now is the time to redo it. Don't wait till later. Don't wait till later. Right now is the best time to redo things. If you know you're going in the wrong direction, just a little, some people need to hear that. Not everybody that's on here needs to hear that, but I'm feeling a very strong inclination to say it, because it's the third time this message comes to me, and this is the first time in this message right here. Third time today, me personally, I have heard this message in various different forms. Like 3 different times, but in various different forms. Get what I'm saying? So, please be mindful how you're setting up your foundation. Do you have reliable resources? Do you have reliable people around you that you know for sure these are your ride or dies? A lot of that, I feel a lot of that. Like, ooh, you got to think about like, because I could feel it right here. I could feel it right here, like right here. Okay, just make sure that whoever you're doing business with, you guys, that you guys know that you guys can build a solid foundation for long term. If you're on the fence about something, get to it, okay? So this could be like you're on the fence about whether you're going to start a business, get to it. You're on the fence about whether you're going to do a new project, get to it. You're on the fence about whether you're going to recreate this whole foundation, do it. Do it. If that's yours, do it. Because that, I'm feeling heavy with that one. But other than that, for everyone else, I would say I'm being shown the paperwork again. And the paperwork is saying, like, I can't read the paperwork, but I can feel what the message is saying. And the message with it is saying that you can rewrite the story. Like you could rewrite the story right now. You still have time to rewrite the story. And go on a journey. It's a journey. I could feel somebody getting in a car, and I could feel somebody, I see somebody getting in a car, and then I see, and I could feel, and I could hear, like that, and a guy, like his dad's like tapping the hood of the car, like go on a journey, like that. Feel like when you're going on your divine path, where you're supposed to go, you're going to be blessed on your journey. That's what that path is about, is having a blessed journey. Yep. So today is all about coming to a conclusion of how you're going to create your story. Because I feel like this is creating. I don't feel like it's already created. I feel like creating, because this foundation is still being built right now. And so how are you building that today, okay? I would urge you to think about that, and think about, is it in your heart? Is it something that's coming from your heart? Because if it's something that's coming from your heart, you're going to stick with it. Any long-term plan you have, make sure it's coming from the right place. Make sure you've got the right people. I'm even hearing, make sure you got the right, like, job resources and job. Like, make sure you got the right job. Somebody that's somebody needs to hear that one. So, and people will try, because it says some will stand in our way, but we mustn't hide nor minimize ourselves any longer. If you're too afraid to bring up whatever it is, remember what I said. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Don't let anything intimidate you to live in your path, because it's the happiest path you'll ever have. And if anything is worth losing that to yourself, then how are you valuing yourself? How are you valuing yourself? Like, what do you think life is going to be like for you? You know? So this is stuff you should think about. You should think about it. All right, then, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me here for your daily message and lesson that we're supposed to be learning within the next 24 hours. I still have this thing. It's like falling off of me. I gotta get used to this. I don't know if I'm gonna wear it again. This is already getting on my nerves. So anyways, thank you for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's about it. Have a fantastic 24.